Hi everyone, I'm Danielle McDowell, for those of you who don't know me, and my family have been members of FCC for several years now. And with our annual stewardship campaign about to wrap up this week, with Rooted in Love coming to a close, I just wanted to take a few minutes and share how I've typically approached our family's giving. So first of all, how do we give? So in a few different ways, truthfully. So when we're in church in person, when the offertory is coming around, especially if we're hearing about different things that the Deacons Fund is in need for, the things that they're planning to do, we will often just kind of reach into our wallets and see what we have in there. Truthfully, we don't always carry cash, so that's really not our primary method of giving. What I really love to do is set up EFT. And with that, quite honestly, the way that I think about it is the money that comes from our paychecks is never really ours. It's kind of already earmarked for FCC, and it comes in my bank account, and then a couple days later, it goes right out into FCC's. So I really just love the convenience of that and the fact that I don't have to think about it. But I also love that I can adjust the amount if I ever need to, if my circumstances change. I love that I can choose for it to come out weekly, so it's not as big of an amount at once, which is what I do. But some people get paid bi-weekly or monthly, and so you might want to choose that option instead. So that's been really convenient for us and something that I can literally just set and forget. Now, when it comes to deciding how much we pledge each year, this is something that we put a lot of thought into. So everybody knows that costs are never going down, right? It's really hard for families. I know we have 2 small kids. For many years, we were paying for 2 kids in daycare. It's hard. Everything's really expensive right now. But that means it's expensive for the church too. So the letter that Karen sends out, the very first one that she sends out at the start of the stewardship campaign, is really helpful to me because it helps me think about, okay, yes, the things that I need to pay for in our family's lives, the cost of those things have gone up. But I also want to understand, what has that impact been to the church? And I think about, okay, where are the areas in my life that maybe I can kind of squeeze a little bit more? And could I donate $5 extra a week, $10 extra a week, whatever it might be? So I try to keep up with the increase in the church's costs when I think about the amounts that we're pledging. But again, circumstances change. Everybody's circumstances are different. So you really have to do what works for you. This is just me sharing what has worked for us the past few years. Again, EFT, love it because I set it and forget it. And really love putting a lot of thought into the notes that Karen sends out because it helps me figure out, okay, what is the right amount that makes sense for my family to give while also trying to keep up with the increasing costs that our church is incurring. So if you made it this far, thank you for listening. And I hope everyone has a wonderful summer if I don't see you soon. And looking forward to reconvening back in the fall. Take care.